That's Rushdie Abu Alouf, our Gaza correspondent who's now based in Cairo. With me in the studio, Shehata from BBC Arabic. And Saeed, that line, a statement from the Israeli army issuing an evacuation order for a number of neighbourhoods in Gaza. That feels very much what things were like before January the 19th, before the ceasefire, and now 2 months on, we're seeing this again.
It's alarming because the Israeli army said these strikes might go, the strikes against Gaza might go beyond the airstrikes. So it means ground invasion. So evacuation orders, it means it might be ground invasion or it might be more strikes, because what happened so far, according to the latest statistics from the Ministry of Health in Gaza run by Hamas, 356 were killed so far. And the number might be increased because there is some other people under the rubble and they couldn't get them out because there is no heavy equipment to help to get the rubble out and get helping to rescue the people are still living under the rubble. So it might get worse. And Israel tried to avoid the criticism, condemnation from international community. Nothing come yet from the Arab countries or international community, but it will be expected. Condemnation, pressure on Israel to stop that. So they will try to avoid the casualties of civilians. So evacuation order in order to be move. So in this case, the casualty will be less. But it might be also as a start for a ground invasion because Mr. Netanyahu got a permission and his defense minister to do the strikes, to do the military power of the Israel in order to force Hamas to hand over the hostages. But Hamas will not make this happen because Hamas, according to their leaders and according to the statement, saying Israel violated the terms of the ceasefire because the second stage was supposed the negotiation about it should be started on the 3rd of February, on the 16th day of the first phase. It didn't happen, and in some analysis, Hamas made a mistake because they shouldn't go for the releasing hostages and the process of the first phase because Israel delayed going to the second stage negotiation on 16th day, on 3rd of February. So it was blaming on Hamas, but still, at the end of the day, Israel, according to Hamas, violating the terms of the ceasefire, but now the result is casualties. And according to some hospitals, they're receiving piles of bodies in plastic bags, and there are pressure on the hospital because there's some injured people, they cannot find enough medicine or equipment in order to help them. So the number might be increasing. So they put pressure on Israel to stop that in order to have a way to negotiate again, because Israel accusing Hamas, they are regrouping. In addition to that, they are preparing to launch an attack on Israel. This is what Israel said, and this is the reason what they called the target terror targets belonging to Hamas. This is what the Israeli army said, military said. So this signifies that military power is not helping to get rid of Hamas. So the way is move to negotiation to achieve the security of Israel and to save more lives from being killed.
These strikes began in the middle of the night. What do we know about how many are going on now? Have they stopped for the moment, it seems? What's the latest?
There's calm. In the last 2 hours, there is calm. There is no any reports about any strikes, but the number of casualties coming to hospital, Al-Shifa, Al-Ouda, Indonesian. So all hospitals are receiving more casualties. So far the number is 356, but as I said, the number might increase because people under rubble, the injured people cannot find enough medicine or treatment in the hospitals. So that might increase, but at least is calm now. So I think it will be a time for the mediators, for the US, for the international community to put pressure on Israel in order to stop that, in order to open the negotiation, because Hamas will not hand the hostages until Israel moves to the second stage, because Hamas does not trust Israel to withdraw from Gaza and to have like a permanent ceasefire. So the only way to make them do that is to start it now, not later.
Saeed, thank you very much. Saeed Shehata from BBC Arabic.